In the subsequent time, I will be covering the various tests which are to be carried out for the construction materials to be incorporated in various projects. It is our primary duty as executives to ensure that the material being used is of the utmost quality, and these tests ensure the same. The primary construction material being used is the bricks. For the bricks, the various tests which have to be carried out are firstly the visual and dimensional characteristics. The testing has to be carried out as per IS 1077. The frequency will be for a lot of bricks containing 2000 to 10,000 bricks. The number of samples have to be 20, and the maximum permissible defective bricks will be 1. For a lot for 10,000 bricks up to 35,000 bricks, the number of samples have to be 32, and maximum permissible defective bricks will be 2. For a lot size of more than 35,000 bricks up to 50,000 bricks, the sample testing has to be carried out for up to 50 bricks, with permissible number of defective bricks will be up to 3. These tests have to be carried out at the site laboratory itself. Also, the compressive strength has to be ascertained. The same has to be as per the lot size which has been covered before. The water absorption tests have to be carried out as per the compressive strength which has been obtained above. Also, the check for efflorescence has to be carried out as per IS 3495 Part 2. The frequency will be the same as listed before. Also, test has to be carried out at the zonal laboratory randomly. Coming to the aggregate, for the coarse aggregate, sieve analysis test has to be carried out as per specifications given in IS 2386 Part 1. The frequency of the same will be up to a lot of size 100. The number of samples has to be 1. For a lot of size between 101 to 505, the number of samples will be 3. Between 501 to up to 1500, the number of samples collected will be 5. And for a lot above 1501 to 5000, the number of samples will be 7. The test itself can be carried out at the site laboratory. The flakiness index test, as per the sleeve analysis above, has to be carried out at the site laboratory itself. Estimation has to be carried out for deleterious material. The tests have to be carried out as per IS 2386 Part 2. The frequency will be the same as prescribed for sieve analysis. The same can be carried out at the site laboratory itself. Also, the coarse aggregate has to be tested for organic impurities. This testing will be carried out as per IS 2386 Part 1. The frequency will be the same as carried out for sieve analysis which has been listed before. This test can be carried out any of the National Test House, SCMT wing of CME Pune, or any NABL or approved engineering college as per the contract agreement. The moisture content of the coarse aggregate has also to be checked. The test has to be in sync with IS 2386 Part 1. The frequency will be the same as for sieve analysis. The test can be carried out at site laboratory. For the cement, the main test has to be carried out for the setting time. This test has to be as per IS 4031. The frequency will be once for each consignment of 50 metric tons or part thereof. This test has to be carried out at a zonal laboratory or National Test House or SCMT CME Pune or any of the engineering colleges as approved in the contract agreement. The soundness as given for the setting time above has to be as per the IS specification 4031. The frequency has to be 1 each for consignment of 50 metric tons or part thereof. Compressive strength and fitness. The test has to be as per IS specification IS 4031. The frequency will be same for as mentioned above, that is 1 each for a consignment of 50 metric tons or part thereof. For the structural concrete, the various tests which have to be carried out are the compressive strength. For the compressive strength, the test has to be as per IS 516. The frequency will be for a lot of 1 to 5 metric cube. The number of samples has to be 1. For a lot of size 6 to 15 metric cube, number of samples will have to be 2. For the lot size of 16 to 30 cubic meter, 3 samples will be collected. For size 31 to 50 cubic meters, 4 samples have to be collected, and any lot beyond 51 cubic meter, 4 samples plus 1 sample additional for 50 cubic meter has to be collected thereof. The test has to be carried out at a zonal laboratory, National Test House, or SEMT wing of Pune, CME Pune, or any of the recognized engineering college as specified in the contract agreement. In addition to the compressive strength test, slump, compaction factor for workability has to be checked. This test has to be carried out as per IS specification IS 516. The frequency of samples to be collected will be as for the compressive strength. This test can be carried out at the site laboratory itself. For the structural steel sections, the various tests which are to be carried out are tensile strength test in conformation with IS 1608, IS 1663 and IS 1894. The frequency will be one sample each randomly collected for every 25 tons of steel or part thereof. This test can be carried out at NABL approved laboratories, National Test House, SEMT wing CME Pune, or any of the laboratories as prescribed in the contract agreement. After the tensile strength test, the bend test has also to be carried out in conformation with IS 1403, IS 1599 and IS 1500. The frequency will be one test for every 10 tons of steel or part thereof. Impact test has to be carried out as per the lot for the bend test, that is one sample each for 10 tons of steel, along with the hardness test. The IS code specification for these two tests will be as per the IS specifications of bend test, that is IS 1403, IS 1599 and IS 1500. For the PCC hollow blocks being used, the various parameters to be tested are firstly the density as per IS 2185. The frequency will be 3 bricks for every 20 bricks. Immersion and visual defects have to be checked as per IS 2185. Frequency will be 20 blocks from a consignment of 5000 blocks and part thereof. This test can be carried out at the site lab itself. Also, the compressive strength of the blocks has to be checked as per IS 2185. Out of a lot of 5000 blocks, randomly 20 blocks can be picked up. The test can be carried out at the site laboratory itself. Also, the drying shrinkage test of these hollow blocks has to be carried out. The test will be as per IS 2185. Frequency will be 3 blocks out of 20 randomly selected blocks. The same can be carried out at any of the zonal laboratories. Also, test for moisture movement has to be carried out as per IS 2185. The frequency will be 3 blocks out of 20 blocks and the same can be carried out at the site laboratory. For the flooring tiles, the various tests to be carried out are firstly the water absorption as per IS 1237. The frequency of tiles to be selected will be 6 tiles out of 16 randomly selected tiles. This test can be carried out at the site laboratory itself. In addition to the water absorption test, wet traverse strength test of the flooring tiles has also to be carried out as per IS 1237. The frequency of samples will be 6 tiles out of 18 randomly selected tiles. This test can be carried out at the National Test House or SEMT wing CME Pune or any of the lab as prescribed in the contract agreement. In addition to these two tests, the flatness, perpendicularity, thickness of wearing layer has to be checked for the tiles as per IS 1237. The frequency will be 18 tiles from a source of supply and the same can be tested at the site laboratory. Coming to the timber for woodwork being used, the tests to be carried out are specific gravity and weight test as per IS 1708. The frequency will be as per clause number 3.3 of IS 8720 Amendment 1 and the same is for a lot size of up to 150 numbers. Number of scantlings to be checked are 20. For a lot size of 151 to 300, the number of scantlings will be 32. For a lot size of 301 to 500, the number of scantlings will be 50. This test has to be conducted at a zonal laboratory. The moisture content as given for weight test above has to be carried out. Also, the test for acidity and alkalinity, that is the pH value, has to be checked as per IS 456. The frequency of test once at stage of approval has to be carried out and once for approval of water. This test has to be carried out at an NABL lab, SEMT wing of CME Pune, or as approved by contract agreement. For glazed tiles, the tests to be carried out are water absorption test as per IS 777. For a lot size of 3000 to 10,000 tiles, the number of samplings have to be 32, and beyond 10,000, the number of samplings have to be 50. This test can be carried out at the site laboratory itself. In addition to the water absorption test, the crazing test as per IS 777 has to be carried out. The impact strength should be checked for the crazing test results obtained as per the samples collected. Also, the chemical resistance has to be checked. Thank you.